If you love the Word of God and you like pictures, this is the Bible for you. Welcome to Bible on the Go with Dr. Dan and our monthly review of Bibles and study Bibles. And today it's my high privilege to introduce you to the Holy Land Study Bible. This Holy Land Study Bible is in the Christian Standard Bible, which happens to be my favorite version. And I love the Christian Standard Bible, if you haven't seen my video, because in the New Testament, when they quote from the Old Testament, they put it in bold. And so you have that plus pictures, pictures, pictures. Now, I love the Southern Baptists because I went to a Baptist seminary to get my master's and my doctorate. And one of the reasons I love them so much is because they love the Word of God and they have a high appreciation for the truth of history. And of course, the Christian Standard Bible is produced by the Baptists, Holman Bible Publishers, and they have really put something good together here. This Bible has 1,200 pictures. Now, it's hard to actually imagine what happens when you put 1,200 pictures in a Bible, and it's hard to describe because, a picture conveys 1,000 words. There's a lot to be said for that. And it tells us, and what's very telling in their introduction, their feature introduction, is that there's over 1,200 images, maps of people, places, and artifacts. And why do they choose that word artifacts? Because that's what the pictures are. It's pictures from the Holy Land of all the artifacts that exist. And what many people have heard, especially folks that have never been to Israel, they've heard, wow, the Bible is supported by history. And if you've never been to the Holy Land, it's hard to see the scale, the vast quantity and scale that's there. And I have to tell you, I've been to Israel twice. And when you go to Israel, you see so much, you feel like you can't take a picture of everything. It's everywhere. The Bible tells about the world in which it was written, whether you're talking about the Old Testament or the New. And this right here, when you go through the pages, it's like going back to Israel because the pictures take you there. So, what else is in this Bible? There's 275 full-length articles taken from the publication Biblical Illustrator. So a wide variety of people, scholars that have spent their lifetimes studying the Word of God, have written about these specific biblical background instances, and they're all here in this Bible. Well, I've got a lot of bookmarks, and so we're going to go through them. Let's go. The first thing I notice is the listing of all the vast study Bible articles in this thing. It's absolutely amazing. And then the next one, I took the bookmark. It has two gold ribbon markers, okay? And one of the things, again, about Holman Bible Publishers is, for example, the first atlas that I ever required students to buy in my biblical backgrounds class was the Holman Bible Atlas because they do such quality detail in their maps. And so because of this publisher, this Holy Land Study Bible has all these updated, beautiful, quality maps in the text when you see them. Because there's not a bunch of them, but there are some, and they're very nicely placed. And everything they do is trying to draw you into the text and to give you information about the text. For example, this article, this is one of those 275 articles, ancient marriage contracts, how it was different in the ancient Near East, or ways that it was similar too, but fascinating to read and study. Okay, here's this whole big thing on the Promised Land, a crucial locale. Well, it was really the best place in the world, the Fertile Crescent. And then you turn the page, and it's got a current picture of the Mediterranean by the Palestine, and then another one of these beautiful Holman Bible maps. I've used this particular map in my PowerPoints for years because I love this map. Okay, and so it's right there in your it's in your Holy Land Study Bible. Okay, let's look at this. Who were the Arameans? Not just full-length text articles, but lots of pictures alongside those articles with the captions, and these are current, up-to-date color pictures throughout this Bible. I mean, it's absolutely unique. Okay, this one here. If you go to the land of the Bible, if you go to Israel, you'll hear lectures about all the different gates around Jerusalem. Here's an article that tells you all about it. It's the Jerusalem gates, and it goes from gate to gate to gate. And when you learn about that, reading the text of the Bible, it just becomes that much more significant. Okay, let's look at another one. Okay, here's an article alongside more pictures. I'm not even coming. There's no way I could show you all the pictures in a 15-minute video. Okay, but for example, here's an article on our forgiving God, unique among the ancient religions. Most people have never thought about this, but this is a powerful point having to do with biblical studies, because when you compare the ancient religions, and honestly today's world religions, with Christianity, you notice that what was overwhelmingly characteristic about the ancient religions was that you had to do things to appease the angry gods, as opposed to Christianity, which is our loving God. Okay, and that's the point this article is making. And right alongside it is a picture of an ancient Egyptian gods in Crete, okay, being worshipped, and this gypsum copy artifact thing, which is of an 8th century leaf about Hittite hieroglyphics having to do with it. So it's very specific. Check this out. Check this out, okay? This article, Ancient Near East Lending Practices. Okay, that's fascinating enough, but the reason we bring it up is there's an abundance, and there's pictures of them, abundance of clay tablets, okay, in cuneiform, right, all across the face of Mesopotamia, and an article that tells you all about it. All right, have you ever heard of the Cedars of Lebanon? Okay, in the Bible, there's a picture of them. It's right there, and all of this is alongside the Bible text. So, you know, the picture thing is what makes this Bible unique. Here is an Akkadian seal depicting offerings being brought to a goddess. Okay, look at all this color and all the vivid imagery of these artifacts. Okay, and that's, people often wonder, why do I need to know about these other religions, you know, in the Old Testament and stuff? It's because of how they compare to the religion of the Old Testament, which is vastly unique, because he's a creator God who made the world, who doesn't need anything, but because of his love and his mercy, he made the world and he made us to live in relationship with him. Check this out. Nazareth. Okay, here's a picture of Nazareth. I'm in the New Testament, and this thing right here, Mary's Well, located inside the Greek Orthodox Church in Nazareth. Okay, that's a picture of what the well looked like when the angel of the Lord showed up and said that she was going to have a son. Okay, I mean, it's really cool stuff. And then a nice little map right there next to it. I mean, this Bible's very well done, along with the Christian Standard Bible. Okay, and here's the Kidron Valley. Okay, look at that, just amazing. Now, one thing I have to mention is, well, what about the Bible text? Okay, and let's go to this. I want to show you. I'm over here on, you have to hunt for the Bible text. Like, here I am in Jeremiah, okay? And you see the introduction section. And in each Bible book, every single one of the 66 books, you have circumstances of writing, contribution to the Bible, and structure. Fantastic information, helpful information, and alongside all this are these amazing pictures. Okay, so here's one thing. It's all full text that has no pictures. But what I'm trying to tell you is, guess what? You just turn the page and you got pictures. Okay, you're just going to run into pictures everywhere you go in this Bible. Now, admittedly, some of the things are kind of obscure. Like on 9:16, it's a Song of Solomon. It's about Song of Solomon, and it's about the oils and cosmetics that were used in the ancient Near East. Okay, and it's just a great Bible. Okay, now the type. Some of you are going to ask, so what's the font size? The font size is 9.5, which is slightly larger than most study Bible fonts, and it does have, as you can see, 2-column clarity, which is grand. Now, there are some things that are missing in this Bible in terms of full disclosure. There's no section introductions in the Holy Land Study Bible. There's no intertestamental information in between Malachi and Matthew. There's no, if there are, I haven't seen it yet. I could not find any tables, which was quite surprising for a study Bible. And there's no notes below the text. The reason is the choice that was made in this Bible was to put current pictures of the Holy Land from Genesis to Revelation all throughout this Bible. It's abundant. There are abundant articles, as we've illustrated, and it gives and they had to give space for the scale. These aren't just little pictures. These are large, colorful, amazing, up-to-date pictures in the Holy Land Study Bible, and it has a very large concordance, and more than anything in this Bible, what it has that's fantastic is maps. Thanks for watching Bible on the Go with Dr. Dan. If you like these videos, the best and most helpful thing you can do is hit that red button called subscribe. It doesn't cost a thing, and you only have to do it once.